Hey guys, so hi, I didn't know you were here. Anyway, so I was reading one of my favorite books, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Wrecking Ball. So over here I'm going to be doing a review, introduction over the series. So you can see I've got the whole collection over here, and so there are 16 books in this series, and I've read every single one at least about 10 times because I can't stop reading them. I've also got like random books over there, they don't matter. And so these books, actually the main character is called Greg Heffley. Greg Heffley has a family of 5. His dad's name is Frank Heffley. Frank actually is really interested in the America's Civil War battlefield, and in the basement he's actually got one of his own figurines, and he's been making them. He doesn't like any of his kids to be down in the furnace room because they think they're going to mess something up of his Civil War battlefield. So, and that's it. That's interesting about him, because I don't think any dads are actually interested in Civil War and stuff like that. So Frank is like really like different than others. Okay, next is his mom. Greg's mom is Susan Heffley. Susan Heffley is like, she's always trying to get the family to bond one together, and she's trying to like do family nights, and one time she tried to get Manny to make friends with a boy, but that little kid, told Manny that he was a vampire and he never made friends. But in one of the books, I think it was Hard Luck, yes, Manny made a friend with this guy called Mikey. And anyway, I'm going to go into Manny later. Susan is always trying to like get Greg and Roderick and Manny to bond with Dad, but in Greg's opinion, he thinks that that Dad and him aren't like ready for that stuff. Anyway, so next is Roderick Heffley. Roderick Heffley is Greg's older brother. Roderick has a band called Loaded Diaper. Something interesting is that he can't spell even though he's 16 or 13 years old. He doesn't know how to spell. So his band's name, Loaded Diaper, he spells it Loeddiper, when it's literally, that's the worst speller ever. Because one time his dad told him to go get a food bowl for their new dog, Sweetie, and when he came back with the name printed on the bowl, it said Sweaty. So that was like, and then Roderick's dad said, Sweaty, then he said, I'm pretty sure it's Sweetie, Dad, and that was very funny in the movie. So next is Manny Heffley. Manny Heffley is Greg's younger brother. Manny is a little kid who's at least 3 years old in the first book. Okay, so let's see. There's nothing a lot interesting about Manny. The only thing is that he doesn't like to interact with the children, other children his age, and he's like very annoying. His mom and dad treat him like he's a prince or something, in Greg's opinion, who is the main character again. So one day, Greg's video game wasn't starting. He checked the hard drive to see that there was a chocolate chip cookie stuffed in there. When Greg accused Manny of that, he really wanted to let him have punching and stuff, but his mom was there, and when she's around with Manny, she won't even let him lay a finger on him. So that's pretty like weird. And then it's Greg, the main character. Greg is a very some of his actions can be bad, like terrorizing children and like trying to steal money from a church collection basket in church. So, but sometimes you can also show his actions are nice for other people, such as helping his brother with homework, a science fair project. So yes, so Greg has a best friend called Rowley Jefferson. Rowley Jefferson is, well, he's a big boy, but in Greg's opinion, he's not really ready for middle school like Greg is in middle school and Rowley. So because Greg says he's always a childish kid, and like he sleeps with 1,000 stuffed animals each night. So yes, Greg said he wasn't like, plus Greg is like my best friend Dev, and Rowley is like me, because my friend Dev is not really traveling anywhere, but Rowley always travels, unlike Greg, and I'm always traveling, so that's like I can totally relate to being Rowley, except being in middle school, obviously. So that's pretty much it. Yes. The author of the series is Jeff King. Make these books for adults, but when the publisher read through these books, he said that these books are for children, and well, Jeff was really surprised to hear this, because and when he was little, he wanted to become a newspaper cartoonist, but he became kind of like a cartoonist, because he draws and stuff like that in the books. Well, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope you liked this review introduction over the Diary of Wimpy Kid review. So I'm going to be doing a review over each book individually, so stay tuned for that later on. So I hope you like this. Please hit the subscribe button, click that bell, and like this video. Comment down if you've read any of these books. See you. Bye.